Hi team. Welcome back to Ben Loses to Moonlight Butterfly for 2 hours. I'm just making a little prediction here that's what's going to happen. I don't want to turn this camera off until I beat this Moonlight Butterfly / Awakened One Gold Man Crystal Golem nonsense, okay? Hold the phones, we're going for a deep dive. I've never been one to shy away from a challenge in one of these games, and I'm certainly not going to start today. He says mere minutes after running past the kite drake because he saw a cheeky opportunity. No! Not this time, okay? Found I like the positioning of the camera in the top right. I don't think it's weird to be looking off screen, I guess. I don't know. You can still disagree with me. If someone's already... Sorry, it's backlog time, so if someone's already said it in the comments, I haven't seen it yet. The last video that I first put the camera up here in was finished recording mere moments ago on my end. So I don't know what time dilation you're living in. But over here, it's all Gucci. Alright, it's all Gucci all the time. And we're going for the kill. Okay? We're gonna do it by keeping this guy as far in this corner as possible. By getting to him as quickly as possible. Because he doesn't seem to move past me. In any way. And I can't get past him, which is a huge problem. Right? Because the more he walks toward me, the smaller the arena becomes, until I'm just backed into a corner and I can't get past him at all. Therefore, my strategy, as stated moments ago, is to get to him as quickly as possible to keep him in that corner. He's not moving forward when he's attacking, unless his attacks have a walk forward animation, in which case, just slightly worse for us. I don't know. We can slow him down by getting to him sooner. So if I can get to him quick, keep him in that corner, keep rolling, keep dodging, keep him attacking while just focusing on dodging or shielding the Moonlight Butterfly's attacks. Yeah, maybe we start using a shield halfway through this video. I'm not totally opposed to it. I just want to try it with the Claymore first. Actually, let's not be stupid. Let's do this Zweihander. Dang it, need more strength. Okay, here's my thought process. Let's get the longsword in here. Longsword, that way we can use a shield. We can shield the Moonlight Butterfly's BS. 63%, sorry, 65% magic shielding, 85% physical shielding. 40 stability. What do I get with stability? 56 from these. Jeez. Okay, well, we're going to try this. Okay, we can use this shield to block some of the Moonlight Butterfly's attacks. Maybe parry this guy. Now, this will allow us to attack a little bit faster, because we're using the longsword instead of the claymore. So we can get in and get out. It's just woefully weak. Jesus Christ. And in the end, I did the damage to him equal to one swing of the claymore. It's not happening, right? It's not happening at that level. I know what I said. I'm not thinking about giving up on this fight yet. That's not what I'm saying right now. But if it becomes totally clear after an hour of streamerfails.com, failblog.org, if it becomes totally clear that this is not the way that we're supposed to be going right now. I know I made a big show about how stubborn I can be, and I can be. I wouldn't be totally opposed to trying out the beginning of Sen's Fortress. Not yet! Okay? I have many more attempts of this in me. Don't worry, you'll get your your at least hour-long episode of man falling deeper and deeper into madness as he loses to a crystal golem and a moonlight butterfly over and over. Why can I not clear that? We need 3 level ups to be able to use the claymore with one hand. It'd be freaking nice here, because I could take off a little bit of armor, equip the shield in one hand, claymore in the other. We'd have the thrust attack, right, for the longest range attack with the weapon, and we'd have the shield so we could turn around and block the Moonlight Butterfly's magic spam. It is not lost on me that these fights so far have not even gotten past the first tick of his health bar. I can't even imagine what it would be like dying in one of these trivial ways if we had him down to like 1 HP. Maybe we do something like that and then dodge out. I hate that. No, let me dodge. Let's talk about color dichotomies, okay? But just to take my mind off this despair. Last episode I started touching on green, right? The color green. You got avarice and you got environmental friendliness. Maybe two opposites, two sides of the same coin, the color green. With red, you got love, you got anger. Love and hate. There's an old adage about hate is not the opposite of love. Apathy is the opposite of love. I do believe that that's true, but still, at least from a surface level, red definitely represents two things that are, in practice, very different. And maybe that's the point of this whole thing. They're connected by one color. They're still connected by... Love and hate are connected by the concept of passion. They're connected by the color red. So blue... I've heard blue described many times as the most beautiful color. Also represents sadness, right? Two sides of the same coin. You ever seen South Park? What if sadness is only there because it means we were able to experience something so beautiful ending that we should be happy we at least experienced the beautiful thing in the first place, right? That's the line. And maybe I'm only angry right now because this fight is so beautiful to begin with. Wow, what a message. Just give me a second. So, new strategy is to wait for the Moonlight Butterfly to, like, take a frickin' break, to take a chill pill. I got around it. Oh, but the Moonlight Butterfly's resting. No! This is the worst. This is the worst. It represents my sadness right now. Because we've seen something so beautiful as the Moonlight Butterfly going to rest. And yet we're sad because we have not yet taken advantage of it. I do think that blue has that same kind of dichotomy. And there's probably a little bit more to it as well. I think it's not lost on me, the fact that you can't just say that blue's color represents beauty. I don't think that that's really largely true. I think that blue, there are things about it that espouse themselves to beauty. It's the color of the sky, the ocean, and yet it's largely synthetic in terms of our in terms of our means of manufacturing it as humans, right? A color like green, you know, you can get in things. You can get in grass stains. You can get in nature, right? You have the color green. The color blue is a little bit more rare. Maybe only some flowers. But then you got the sky, the ocean. It's something we want to emulate because it's a beautiful color. It's something that we've strived to emulate throughout the years. Much like purple, except that purple doesn't have as many things like the sky and the ocean repping it in the background. It's maybe represents royalty a little bit. I know red and purple more so are connected to royalty. So maybe you don't... Okay. Maybe you don't try to fight this guy at all. Maybe you just distract him so that he can't. New strategy. Just dodge both of them, okay? We know we can get around this guy at this point. Dodge both of them until the Moonlight Butterfly comes down to rest. It's a slow way to do the fight, most definitely. And I hate that. But when the Moonlight Butterfly comes down to rest, we'll have our revenge. You shall see. It won't be like last time. Haha! It won't be like last time. It hurts. It still hurts. But anyway. Wait for the Moonlight Butterfly to come down to rest. Take her out as quickly as you can. Just dodge both. We got past him. You saw that, right? We did get past this golden guy. This golden god. This golden goose. We got around him. It's like now I'm thinking, ignore him. Let him come. Dude, he wants to come over here? Let him. It's all about me and you, baby. Let's do this. Alright, he's getting pretty close though, so if you just start soon, I'd much appreciate it. So what? What's happening now? Because a second ago, you said... Okay, we need to seize the opportunity while he's in front of the fog wall. No, 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 no. Okay. What do you want me to do there? I know. I know. Have to get around him when he's in front of the fog wall. We have to use that little extra inch of space for the hit boxes to not collide, to allow me to get past him. See, the problem is the Moonlight Butterfly keeps resting on that far left side. So it's like, how am I gonna hit Moonlight Butterfly if I get around this guy right here? It's a patterns fight. It's a patterns fight. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna distract this guy on the right, okay? We're gonna run right up to him, get him attacking so he can't approach us quickly. Then hopefully, we're not gonna focus on attacking him. It's a fool's gambit. But hopefully, we can get Moonlight Butterfly to rest before he blocks our passage. Will we ever attack him? It's a good question. I think we will attack him when the Moonlight Butterfly is clearly doing something else, as in flying over the bridge to go to the other side. Next color. No, blue's not solved yet, right? What's the most positive association with blue? I mean, I think it has to be that, right? It has to be the sky, the sea, beauty, vastness. And then you get the flip side: emptiness, loneliness, isolation, depression, sadness. I don't know if you can really do much better than that. Is it poking a hole in the theory? I don't think so. And keep in mind, these are all North American values. This is more semantics to do with our language and culture than it is to do with actual colors in any inherent capacity. Because, I mean, I've already covered red, but we haven't talked about how red is perceived in Asian culture, Chinese culture specifically. Red is seen as the ultimate symbolism for purity, right? So, okay, I hate that. Why? Like I feel like you keep doing that. Doomed, right? Like, look at the damage I've done to them. Look at the health bars. I mean, I hit the Moonlight butterfly. Ostensibly, I've done what the game wanted me to do all along. I played their game, okay? I don't know what you want me to say. I got the Golem distracted. I waited for the Moonlight butterfly to land. I went to hit it. We made contact. We did damage. So yes, I understand that my discussion of color dichotomy is restricted to American culture and American values. I don't think that I'm qualified to talk on any other culture value system, okay? So we're gonna keep going with this one. Well, now you got me thinking. Going farther here. Alright. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just gonna start behaving differently and see what happens with this fight. I've gone past the point of logic. I'm gonna use the fog wall area to try to dodge him. Okay, or that. And then see if I can get the Moonlight butterfly to land on the other side. I don't know. Every time I've seen it, it's landed on the left side of the fog wall. So I wasn't near it every time it landed over there. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it to land on the opposite side. I don't know if it's totally unwise to be doing this fight right now in the first place. It's a possibility I brought up at the beginning of the video. We're just not ready for this fight yet. I'm not mad at that. I don't hate that if that's how it turns out. But anyway, now you got me thinking, going to another color. Yellow. Cowardice and energy, right? Electricity? I don't know. Maybe I'm like too like DAE Pokemon generation, right? But yellow, I mean, I think of it as like okay, so danger, caution, we have those. Danger, caution, cowardice, yellow bellied. Cowardice is probably the big one. Still gonna run up to this guy for a second. I think that the longer you stall this guy, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe not true. He's gonna not do that next time, actually. Yellow, I think you've got on the left side negatives. I guess pros and cons. Reading left to right. As long as we're in a culturally American perspective, we might as well read left to right. Go with the pros and cons. Pros on the left, cons on the right. Let's keep it objective. Let's keep it civil. Negative aspects of yellow. We've covered this. Danger and cowardice. Aha! But the answer is there, is it not? For what is more the opposite of a coward than a dangerous artifact? A courageous man, you may say, is the opposite of a coward. Yet, what of a coward stands on the opposite end of the arena? The man who runs away. Danger itself. Danger, caution. Two sides of the same coin. Never said they had to be total opposites, right? We didn't go over love and hatred being opposites. They were two aspects of the same equation, right? Passion. The connection between the coward and danger. That's what yellow captures most fully. You understand? I feel like we all learned something today. Alright, gonna let this guy come as quickly as possible. Just gonna let him walk over here because I want to get to the other side of him as quickly as possible, because I hope that that will match up with the speed at which Moonlight Butterfly decides to lie down on the sidewalk. Ready? Now. Go. No, let me pass. You fool! It's impossible. We've staggered him. And yet we gain nothing. And there's no recourse. There's no path through. Are you seeing this? Is this the way that the mod was designed to be played, or am I glitching out right now? Tell me if DS Fix is ruining this game for me somehow. Am I supposed to get a hitbox non-detection clipping pass-through on the left? Is that the fair and balanced mod that we have designed here? Speaking of fair and balanced, what's happening here, Grimrook? I already told you. You know what this is. This is 1 hour of man losing to Moonlight Butterfly. Okay? If you don't like it, you can turn off the video. But if you do like it, I don't know. I guess I'm not too happy with that. I mean, I'm making the video, so obviously, hopefully I want you to like it to some capacity. But then I don't want you to like the fact that I just suck and I'm just losing over and over. I don't know where we stand on the whole thing, okay? It's confusing, to be honest. And I have mixed feelings about it. Okay, we gotta try something else because this is not gonna work, right? Like, there's no way we can keep that guy from cornering us. All the while, dodging every Moonlight Butterfly attack. And killing him before he passes the halfway mark. I mean, if other stuff isn't working, we're gonna have to face the music that we're just under-leveled for this so far. But what if? Hear me out here. What if shooting the Moonlight Butterfly just totally ruins her day? How can we get, like... How's How's the weight? Okay, weight's still good. This is all I can imagine. Is that shooting the Moonlight Butterfly will make her fall immediately, and then you can hit her, and then you can kill her before the golem gets to you. Amazing. Souls, please. I would like to keep these souls. It's a nice little stipend. Let's see. Nope. 29. And no visible effects. Please, let me pass. So, like, I kind of got around him there. Like, you just have to nestle in there before he... Here's the problem. I get around him in the fog wall. All well and good. We've circumvented a massive issue in the fight. We're now able to survive for 2 cycles before he corners us on one end of the stage. We're only able to survive for 2 cycles. There's no fog wall on the other end of the... There is a fog wall on the other end of the arena, but it's not hanging off the side, giving us an extra 2 inches of horizontal bridge space, right? It's the fog wall on the other side is just at the end of the bridge, just right, just facing forward. Dude, he back up? He just backed up. He's scared. Okay. Come on, level with me. If we... And I know I'm an insane man at this point, just going over the same things over, just cycling through like 5 different strategies right now, that I just try strategy A, then B, then C, then D, then E, then go back to A with some new profound ideology behind the sentiment. But if we really hug that dude, don't attack him, just dodge, he's not going to be able to make much progress across the bridge, right? Because he's, between those attacks... He's only taken 1 or 2 seconds. Or not at all. He's between those attacks, there's almost no time at all, and he takes a micro step forward during the attack animation. So we can, if we get that guy just constantly attacking, we're running in and out, dodging Moonlight Butterfly attacks because we're moving back and forth away from him. It could work. We just keep getting caught by his like long arm attack. That one. Yeah, like, how am I getting caught by that? I guess I just need to time it better. When it's his left fist, I have to actually time the dodge. And I didn't get my souls. Where? Were they just gone? Maybe I missed them the time before that. I don't know. You saw it. Leave it in the comments. Ben is an idiot. He missed his souls at timestamp 12:37. This boss just has me psychologically stun-locked right now. I don't care about my souls anymore. That's relevant somehow. So if it's his left arm, we have to actually time the dodge. See? Beautiful. If it's his right arm, we just need to get away. Oh god. And then he has a combo. If he starts underhand with the right arm, it's just a 1. If he's overhand with the right arm, it could be a 1-2, like that. This is a stupid way to play Dark Souls. I don't know any other way. This is how I've always played the games. Some bosses I fight for days, dude. I learn them. I learn the movesets. I learn them one move at a time. Very patient. Patience and persistence are the key to good health. Not true. Patience and persistence, possibly some keys to success. I would never be so bold as to suggest that any 2 items and a laundry list of human capabilities could be the sole keys to any factor in life. I'm just not qualified. So that's gonna be a 1. That could be a 1-2. Look out. Okay, just a 1. That's a 1. Okay, we're safe. That one could be a 1-2. Dodge. But how can I keep the visual on the golden golem and the moonlight butterfly at the same time? Here's a wild idea. Let's not try to stall the golden golem. We're going back to idea C. We're cycling through. Just did A and B again. We're going back to C now. It's the bow strategy. It's actually, well, it's a permutation of C, which is why it just might work. And that's the danger of my insanity. And they always say the whole, insanity trying the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So, have you ever heard of practice? Right? Now we're in the Northern Lion territory. That's what he says. That's what some people call insanity. That's what some people call practice, trying the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Very clear-headed way of thinking. A third take. I'm not even practicing with this. I'm just trying slightly different things every time, right? Just trying the same thing over and over with slight permutations. This time we're going to attack him with the bow. Dodge that. He's done it. We have a minute. We have a minute alone with him. I mean, I know what you're thinking. Kind of genius, actually. I would agree. How many arrows? We used like 20 arrows? 24 arrows or something? We got a couple more of these in us, right? So hear me out. Dodging 2 enemies at once in Dark Souls, never advisable, impossible. I knew it wasn't possible. That's why I've been complaining about this fight since I first glimpsed it from beyond the fog door. However, we've engineered a way that we only have to be facing off against one of them at a time, mano a mano, in terms of dodges. Right, because when we're just shooting this guy, we're not worried about his moveset, his characteristics. We're not worried about him as a boss at all. When we're just shooting this guy with the bow, we're worried about them fighting. We're fighting the Moonlight Butterfly, right? In those moments, that's where my head's at. Pressing R1 over and over to shoot the bow, that's not taking up any amount of brain power. Where my head's at, I'm fighting the Moonlight Butterfly, shadow boxing. I'm on the next level with this guy, alright? I'm fighting the Moonlight Butterfly. As soon as the Moonlight Butterfly touches the ground, then I can re-engage with freaking Golden Golem Boy. And that's what I have to do, both to preserve arrows and to hopefully accelerate the damage a little bit. But that may not be what's happening, I guess. Because if we're only attacking between moves, then it might be slower than just shooting him with the bow. But we have to make him die before we get all the way across the bridge. So I think we need to start stalling him by fighting up close. Or, oh my gosh, dude, you're gonna love this. Just wait. I'm gonna lose probably. And then you'll get to see it. Done it. Hubris. Avarice. I'm done messing around, dude. I'm serious. This guy's gonna get it right now. This whole endeavor may end with me needing to go buy more arrows, just so you know. A few of you out there, I know, you're saying, I know exactly what's about to happen, and you'd be right. You know exactly what's about to happen. The problem is, at such great distances... Oh, you wouldn't. Really? There's no... Dang it, I swore I was going to be able to shoot this guy from a vantage out here. That's what I was going to do. So, you've now seen the genius mind at work. Why? Why does it have to be this way? It's like my guy won't dodge. Is there a more effective damage type against... Is striking more effective? Here's what I'll try. Nope. Gotta keep the bow out. The bow gets us a valuable bit of damage, although the arrows are depleting. Longsword has no range. Feels so bad to fight this guy with the longsword. So here's my thought process. Maybe shielding him versus trying to dodge him is the answer. We're gonna try to dodge less. We're gonna get up close. We're just gonna shield him, whack him. Shield him, whack him. For this first part, I still fully condone the arrow strategy. I love how that one just has no sound effect cue. None of them have sound effect cues. Good. That's gonna make this so much easier. Why is this happening? Okay. I know, I never even tried it, but I've just turned around on it. Excuse me. The glitches are mounting. Had to die anyway. Oh, and look, it would have been the perfect time to get around it because Moonlight Butterfly decided to roost on the opposite side of the fog wall. So here's my thought process now. Avoid him and her. Don't attack anyone. This, by the way, this is a strategy I tried before, but just gave up on because I didn't think you could get around him at the fog wall at the time. Avoid both of them. Just wait for her to go down to rest and just wail on her. I don't know, dude. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. What's our arrows at? No, I'll save that for a real attempt once I go back to option B or whatever it is to shoot him with the arrows. Only have 100 left, so I'm gonna save him. This time, I'm gonna hold myself to it. I'm not gonna attack him unless there's like really, like clearly just like golden opportunities. But mostly just gonna focus on avoiding Moonlight Butterfly. Letting him get as far as he wants to get. And passing him at the fog wall. Because hopefully we have sound effects back, so that's a good sign. Hopefully we run past him right here. Then she comes down to roost on this side. Nope. There will be no way to pass this guy again. Like, yes, just give up. Let me die now. Like, I don't know what I can do to make this fight end like 3 times faster so that I don't have to pass him twice before I get cornered in the wall. I just have to kill him on the first pass, like... I guess I just need more damage, or... try cycle next one again. Strategy D. I'm gonna get up in his face early on and just do combat with him. It's a stupid one. It's maybe the worst one. Because in this strategy, we're dodging attacks from 2 enemies at once, which we've already established is a bad idea. But it's the only way I can see to actually kill him before he corners me. Because he's slower, I can use the back and forth to dodge him. He's moving slower, and I'm dealing my highest velocity of damage the whole time, right? Just Claymore. And that happens. I guess, yeah, okay. Don't get discouraged by that. That's just left swing, we time it. Left swing, we time it. Other ones, we have the luxury of not needing to time them. Because he has short range, but his left swing has long range, and so we have to time it. We know this. And that's fine. It's something we do for bosses all the time, right? Huge attacks that have huge range. You always gotta time it. Most bosses, that's all the attacks they have. This guy, we only need to think about that one attack. And then the freaking Moonlight Butterfly shooting us in the back every 2 seconds with magic missile. Getting close. Go toe to toe. time it. 3 attack staggers. You're lucky, me. Should be able to stagger, right? Nope. Maybe stagger's a little bit inconsistent. That was the 4th attack that time. But Moonlight Butterfly didn't hit us, right? Moonlight Butterfly never hit us. And we got him down 1/3 of his health, and we hadn't gotten to the first fog wall yet. Moonlight Butterfly hadn't even rested. Let me hit you with a little bit of a hot take right here. I think it's possible. So you're saying there's a chance. Gotta press every advantage we have. You know what that means? Not gonna lock on. I've got the modded controller, so I don't have to lock on. Lucky dodge on a 2-sided assault right there. Beam, beam. I dodged the beam. Okay, great. Yep, just take me. Sometimes they're gonna go like that. Sometimes they're gonna go like that one. That's okay. Oh, what's that? You think it's time to stop? Okay, I'll give it one more try. Psych! As I stated at the beginning of the video, welcome to Ben dies for 2 hours against the Moonlight Butterfly. I didn't say this is quality Daughters of Ash content. But show me the streamer who beats this boss on their first try at level 25, okay? I'll wait. I'm sure there are plenty. That's how we do it in Philly. Oh. Huh. That attack is the worst. How about a little bit of a mindset refresher, okay? These two bosses together, sure. It's frustrating, it's annoying. It's difficult. I would use the word difficult, but I would use it very carefully. Because, I mean, I know that artificial difficulty these days, it's a little bit of a buzzword. But, maybe it could apply a little bit. But let's take a step back, change the perspective. Let's look at these enemies individually. We have the Moonlight Butterfly, who is at the end of the day toe-to-toe. Dark Souls 1, OG, Moonlight Butterfly in one corner, Data Lord in the other corner. Moonlight Butterfly's going down 9 times out of 10. That is not a difficult boss on its own. You dodge a couple beams, you jump over a couple icicles. Boss is easy. It lands, you wail on it for 2 seconds with your claymore, you jump away, rinse, repeat, and the boss goes down in 3 cycles of that pattern. This enemy, this golden golem enemy, don't even get me started. He's a chump, okay? Could take him out in 1 try, no sweat, guaranteed 100% victory rate against this guy in the original game alone. Mano a mano, right? Don't come at me with any of that extra challenge, extra enemy, 2 bosses at once. No. These are just 2 bosses who are pretending to be hard. They're pretending like there's some cool, difficult challenge because you have to fight 2 at once. Wow. That's so cool. I'm not impressed. Little bit of avarice there, a little greed. Little greed never hurt anyone in Dark Souls. What are you talking about? 1? Could be 2? No? He jumped back. Kind of annoying because I would have been able to get past into the fog wall. But jumped back again. If we can keep it like this. Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you. You see that though, right? Health bar. I'm not deterred, dude. I'm not mad. Check out that health bar, dog. Give me like 10 more seconds against that guy. It's over. One of these guys goes down. The other one is a chump. You know? That's just a consequence of my new mindset, right? I'm telling you, each one of these bosses on its own is no problem. It's not even a boss. Each one of these enemies on its own is just a common mob from the icicle caves later on in the game. That's not even a hot take. That's not even a unique veteran player's perspective. That's just a fact of the game. These are both just enemies later. They're easy to beat, okay? So yes, I will do battle with you up close. I know your whole moveset. What are you gonna do, dude? Oh, uppercut? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's a big hammer swing? Nope, I timed the dodge this time. Oh, staggered you? That was totally intentional. I'm not sweating. Alright. Icicle attack's a little bit fast, I'll give him that, but doesn't happen every time. Certainly didn't happen last time. Right? I don't remember. Doesn't happen every time. I'm saying there is a chance. Please, don't hurt me. And what else could help us in this fight? Let's take this opportunity. I think we've got these guys on the back foot. I think we've got these guys on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? Because we've really started turning things around here. We've started... Let me just make sure this lizard's not following me. Oh, he is. Okay, good thing I checked. We've got these enemies on the back foot here. This dude is freaking me out. Okay. We're starting to... We're starting to see through the matrix a little bit here. we're starting to piece together our particular solution to this fight. You know, some people's solution might be, hey, be level 70. You kill the golden golem in 4 hits. My solution? Fight him for 2 hours and lose every time, and then complain about it on Reddit. No. That's not what I'm saying. This is our solution. We found our solution. We're gonna do battle. 1-on-1, we're gonna treat the crystal golem like an enemy. We're gonna treat the butterfly like an enemy. We're gonna ignore one of them. We're gonna fight the other one until it's dead. Then we got a 1-on-1, and then it's easy. We just gotta get lucky the first time, right? Just a little bit of luck. And you know what I'm saying right now? Now that we have our solution, we got these guys reeling. We got them on the back foot. Every time they win, they're saying, "Whew, that's one more under our belt. We got to count our lucky stars at this point, boys." And while we got them on the back foot, let's say we press our advantage. Let's look through some items. Let's see if we can do a little bit of extra damage. Okay? I mean, look. If it says burn with great strength, it's gonna give us a little bit of a strength boost, and that's definitely not necessarily true, because last time we thought that we used the cleric soul and it said use to restore HP and it just gave us souls, so I'm actually not gonna do that. So how do we press the advantage here with a little item action? I mean, we got 2 fire bombs. That's true. I'm gonna keep the throwing knives equipped for a quick little ranged attack. I'm gonna keep the... No, I won't equip the fire bombs. I will straight up use a green blossom right before we go in. And that's just as much for morale as it is for any actual effect. I don't think I really notice green blossom too much, typically. Yes. Like, come on, dude. He starts... that's what I was telling you about these guys being on the back foot. Do you notice? Literally every time we fight these guys, he's coming out and he's... Moonlight Butterfly's sitting there on the opposite side of the arena, sort of playing it cool. It was the first thing I noticed, first time I fought them. It's like, oh, maybe he's a little less aggro. Turns out he's not less aggro. He never was. But what I'm saying is... he was a little bit more chill for the first, like, 10 seconds. That time he came out guns blazing, dude. Did you see that? And it was such a promising fight against the Golden Golem. That's the only reason I'm actually salty about it. We had him jumping back. We had him staggered. We had him on the frickin' reeling, dude. We had him on the back foot there. I'm telling you, Moonlight Butterfly behaves normally in that battle. Moonlight Butterfly gives me like the first 15 seconds just mano a mano. We win this whole fight. We win that whole boss fight based on that. What am I hearing right now? Is the Moonlight Butterfly like powering up back there? Why is there like this new sound effect? Dude, it's throwing me off so hard. It kept making like the attack. It was like... Was that just the flapping of the wings? I hear you in the comments heckling. They've got you on the back foot. No, I'm telling you, I've got them on the back foot, alright. Just wait and just wait and see, dude. I think dodges are too important in this fight for me to like just put on heavy armor and just fat roll. The dodges are pretty important. Like, I was just thinking about the hard leather armor. I mean, the magic defense is the same, which is really key here, so I won't even bother. I refuse to believe that there's something just in the environment out there that I'm missing that would make this fight easier. I know that was the case with that poisonous serpent boss in Dark Souls 2, and I refuse to believe that Grimruck in his infinite wisdom would say to himself, hey, how do I make a Dark Souls 1 game that revitalizes the series, makes it interesting, and he would just take an idea straight out of the books from Dark Souls 2. I have too much faith in our supreme leader. That's how you dodge that one. Got past him. That's key. That's a key component right here. And we okay. Am I mad? Yes. Am I defeated? Well, literally, yes, I was defeated, but psychologically, no. I'm undefeated psychologically. And you might say, Benjamin, I can see you pulling apart at the seams. You're unraveling. I would argue that no. Your eyes have deceived you. I think everything so far is A-okay. So what's our next color? Am I right? Let's talk about more colors. So we did yellow. I think we got a pretty poetic, pretty good answer for yellow. I don't know negative associations with purple. I guess like I've seen purple used for just like straight up like evil. Like purple's like the evil color for like, I feel like in cartoony kind of sensibilities, like purple could be like, oh, that's like the bad guy is like purple because it's a dark color. But I don't think that there's really an adult scientific mentality to back that up. So purple, I would, I don't know, like poison. I think poison is more so green, right? Like bruises are purple, so like a black and blue, like purple, like yo, it's like a dark, like nasty, like injury purple. I'm struggling to come up with a real negative for purple, and it's the same with orange. I haven't brought up orange yet because I really don't know if there's directly like good or bad association with it as much so that as there is with yellow being cowardice, or blue being sadness, or red being anger. Those ones are all pretty direct. Ah, free Estus. Okay. We gotta time that one. What if we time all of them? Hear me out. Gonna try something here. It's dangerous because trying to time iframes of every single dodge in a fight, I'd say it's not foolish, but in a boss fight, in a long boss fight, never giving yourself space, I think is very dangerous. But what I'm gonna try here is dodging forward. The dodge forward attack is a thrust, which I love. If we always dodge forward and we always attack right after the dodge, I think we have enough time to recharge our stamina in between attacks. Use Green Blossom? I thought about it. I don't think so. I don't think I'd just start popping the Green Blossoms with once we have a stamina dependent strategy, because we only have like 3. So if I'm relying on those to win this, then it's not going to be good in the long run. Oh, okay. That's the one we always time. Didn't do it right. Well, that's probably for the best. You know what I'm saying? That one didn't get off on the right foot, I feel like. Want it to be a little more, wanted to have a clean start. When I'm playing for myself, I'll get dirty with the game, dude. I'll take whatever I can get, dude. I'll have a nasty fight with a boss I should know by heart. Use up all my Estus. Just do that thing where you're just drinking Estus and they hit you, so you lose the health, so you drink another, and they hit you in the middle of that, so you drink another, and they hit you in the middle of that. That's dirty fight stuff. That's like Dark Souls. That's like Dark Souls, like Broad Street Beatdown Edition. That's like the blood and mud. When I'm uploading, when I'm doing like a content video, I want it to be clean. Now, I'm not saying every fight's going to be clean. I'm still going to take what I can freaking get in this game. I'm just saying, if I have the choice, probably for the best, that a one that starts out so rough isn't our final take here. See, we time that. We time that one. If I could parry this guy, would change everything. It's just too slow. The dodge forward attack is just too slow. The recovery, I mean. Feels so lethargic. If only I had all my souls back. All the souls I've lost over the course of the last 2 episodes. I could get a level up. I could start dealing a little more damage with the Soul of Claymore. If only I could find a blacksmith, I could upgrade the Claymore and deal a little bit more damage. The beam. Not a terrible start. Didn't hate that one up until Moonlight Butterfly started getting sweaty on me. Gotta run up to the boss though. Gotta take every inch you can. Because once that timer starts, he is marching forward, dude. This boss fight really can be represented in some ways by literally like a distance meter of the boss moving back and forward along the bridge. It's so final, right? Because you can't pass him. It's just like this very final idea of this is sort of like a timer on the fight, you know? And anything that we can do to delay that timer by an extra second is very valuable. So, gotta sprint up to him there. Hate that. A second chance. Let's go, dude. Moonlight Butterfly, lay off, dude. I got my chance here. No, you don't understand. Okay, full health. One Estus left. He's half. Could have been quicker there. Could have been a little less careful at the end, I think. Kind of killed us. But it's very possible. It's within reach. You know what I mean? Because at that point, it's just... He's half health. He got to one side of the stage. Now kill him before he gets back. You've done it before. It's just do what you just did again. But, as I said before, we are relying on a little bit of luck to get that damage in the first part. We're relying on those Moonlight Butterfly attacks being the ones we expect. You know, I can hear the cues, but even when I do know which one to expect, they all come at different speeds. I have to try to recall in my memory how far the Moonlight Butterfly is, how quickly the slower ones are going to get versus the faster ones. And getting those dodges right sometimes feels a little bit lucky. That. Luck. Unluck. No, not unluck. Mistake. You died because of a mistake. Yeah, but my mistake was only punished because I was unlucky. You gotta keep in mind all the variables that go into the Dark Souls difficulty matrix. When you signed on to watch the video, I told you, welcome to Ben Dies to the Moonlight Butterfly for 2 hours. I told you my conditions. I want you to like the video, but not to really enjoy the fact that I'm dying. I want you on my side. I want you to like the video because we're only sad because we know there was something good before, as South Park says. I don't understand that. The hit detection on that attack is completely broken. I'll argue that to the end of time. What would a sane person say right now? You've done enough. You've tried enough times. Go to a different area of the game. You're seeing a glimpse into the way I play these games behind closed doors. Butting my head up against the wall for multiple hours at a time until I get very lucky. Well, it's really a combination of luck and skill. You've seen the degree to which I prepare for these fights. I've memorized his attack patterns, right? That's something. Clearly some effort is being put into this on my end. It's not just luck. I resent that. Okay, I'm alive. And he jumped back. It's a golden opportunity. Dodge, dodge, dodge it. Good. Dodge, please. Heal. We're back. We have a great opportunity here. That was a dodge. I dodged that 100%. Let me pass. I'm mad. That one got to me. Yep. That one got to me. I consider multiple of the interactions that led to my death there to be, you know, I would go so far as to cross a taboo line and call that glitchy. I was not dedicated to another animation. I pressed my dodge button. Not even my modded controller extra dodge button. The regular old circle button. The one on the face. That one. I'm losing it. Seeing the veil unwind a little bit here. That's right, back up, back up. Give us an extra second on the timer. The stun lock. They've rehearsed this. They've rehearsed this. It was timed so well. The sound effect for the attack didn't go off until after I was dedicated to my action. The bullet hit before my action was over, right? It was timed to the T. I pressed R1. At the millisecond that I pressed R1, the sound effect goes off. So I know I have to dodge. At that moment, I start trying to dodge. You have button input cues in Dark Souls. So if you spam it, if you spam circle, you're going to dodge at the soonest possible moment you can in that animation. Because it cues it. Has like a 0.5 second window of queuing an action. So if the animation of a previous action is going to end in 0.5 seconds or less, it'll cue the next button that you do. So I was queued up to dodge as soon as I could for that attack. The sound effect went off before I had a chance to dodge. The projectile hit me before the dodge went off, so before it was possible. And it stun locked me until the enemy hit me and killed me in one hit. That is a level of dedication from these bosses that I've never experienced before. You know what that means? They must be feeling pretty pretty scared right about now. If they're going to those lengths. Dodged. Did not dodge, but he dodged back. Gives us an extra second. Moonlight Butterflies going over the bridge. Gives us an extra second. Dodged. Missed dodge. Alright, Moonlight Butterfly's resting. Now's our chance to fight. Do battle with me. Oh my gosh. Tried to time the dodge. Forgot to pass him at the fog door, which could be problematic. Could turn out to be a mistake. It did. Well, I guess more truthfully, it didn't have a chance to become a mistake because we died before we were fully backed into the corner. So that'll show him. Dear Lord. I was going to say we're stuck doing this until my sword breaks. That's when I'll stop. And the durability's at 170 of 200, so you do the math, sweetheart. We're going to be here for a while. I don't know when the weapon becomes at risk or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that's not happening for at least, like, 5 more cycles of the amount that we've done so far. I'ma be here all night. I'll tell you right now, when we get the kill, it's gonna feel very good. But I don't chalk that up to good game design. I chalk that up to the freaking human spirit. That's just the way of the world, sweetheart. We've had what I would consider a lucky fight so far. Full of attacks that we have... been fortunate enough to dodge. But you know, in a fight like this, it only takes one moment of unluck to undo a lifetime of the good. Where are we on colors? Red, done. Blue, done. Yellow, done. Alright, of the 6 sort of main colors, well, we got red, blue, yellow, and green. So it's just purple and orange. You already know how I feel about those. We've covered them in my own way. I don't think there's enough information. I don't really... I think purple's associated with royalty. I don't know that orange is necessarily really associated with any, like, metaphysical ideal. I wish I had something for you. I wish I could say, like, orange, the color of loyalty. Doing the sound again. Mom, Moonlight Butterfly's making the sound again. Nope. That's what I'm talking about. The sound effect went off after I started my animation, and the attack hit me before it finished. So what do you want me to do? Doesn't matter if I have the reaction time of an esports legend or of a video game first timer who's erstwhile eating a potato chip, okay? Doesn't matter what my reaction time is. That takes my element of agency out of the equation. I don't have time to dodge it. Where does my agency lie in that encounter? I suppose in the ability to change weapons to a faster weapon. I could use the longsword. If I use the longsword, then I kill the boss in a fraction of the at a fraction of the rate that I currently kill the boss. And I don't think that's doable. I think we've proven at this point that I have to be as aggressive as I'm being, or else the timer runs out. There's a timer on this fight. Unless we figure out how to trigger his like backstep thing. Unless we figure out how to trigger that and abuse it to reset the timer. Literally impossible. Like, literally impossible for me to not get hit by that. And then it's impossible for me to not get hit by the second one, because it stun locked me. Then it's impossible for me to not get hit by his uppercut. Have to use a faster weapon. The problem is, this is the only weapon that can kill this enemy at the rate that I need to kill him. That's it's as simple as that. If I use longsword, I kill the enemy slower. Sure, the attacks are slightly faster, but I'm still probably only getting in one attack per dodge, right? So I dodge out, run in attack, dodge out, run in attack, dodge out. Sure, I can react faster. I can dodge a little bit sooner in that process. In each cycle, in each attack, I can dodge a little bit sooner. More likely to stay alive. But the fight's going to take longer. The timer limit's going to run out. I'm going to be stuck at the end of the day in a corner with this big golden enemy. Yeah, that was avarice, 100%. It's good when their attacks line up in a way that does not allow either one to hit me in one window of invincibility frames. That's what I keep calling luck. That's good luck. Best they both attack at once, so I can dodge once and then keep fighting. The problem is I need that to happen every time for this fight to go in my favor. We've gotten very, very fortuitous strings of occasions. We've gotten the boss pretty low. We had the gold dude down to a third of his health bar the one time. But there's no half measures here. That does us no good. I mean, to get it all the way without there being one unlucky moment where I get triple stun locked. And I mean, I keep using this one example because it's a very practical, it's one I can point out, it's one I can point to and say, look at this and explain it. But there's more than that. There's more elements than that. That triple stun lock that are just out of my control. Stun. Dodge. See, that was pretty lucky. That was a good one. And now we can't. Okay, luck again. It's a good one. It's a good fight. Still not bad. Unfortunate, but still not bad. Please, no arrows. Okay, good. Beam. We have time. Please. Go down. Yes. Okay, Moonlight Butterfly's down. We're fighting one-on-one. We have the floor. I dodged. I don't know what to tell you, but my dude is low. There's like 12 of those little health bar segments. I just tried to count. You can go back and pause for yourself and count. I think, if memory serves, there's somewhere in the realm of 12 to 14. And I think he had 4 left. So he's at most at a third of his HP there. We've turned the tables. If we play the fog wall correctly there, we double our time in that fight. And we can kill him. Totally possible. But as I was saying multiple times during that fight, as I'm not scared to say when my victories are a result of luck, and the enemy's attacks lining up to happen at the same time. I don't know how I can control that with my big brain game sense strategy. I don't think that there's really a way to reliably make that happen for ourselves, so we are relying on that luck. You have to have the skill to harness it. You have to have the skill to embrace it and leverage that luck. But still, at the end of the day, I have no control over whether any given attempt is doomed from the start. Right now I'm just waiting for the Moonlight Butterfly to do another attack because... Yep, because of that. And what do I do there? It's like, okay, well, this is workable. Okay, Moonlight Butterfly's going down to heal and dodge. Okay, well, no stamina. Just that's gonna happen sometimes. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I guess that was a mistake, but the fight was going too slow. Like, there's a time limit on this fight. I know I keep saying that, but call it hubris, avarice, whatever you want. Going for a second swing in a fight when there's theoretically a certain chunk of time to do a certain number of attacks, and it's like, would I rather take a gambit on doing 2 attacks or doom myself for certain by allowing the fight to go on for too long? It was too slow. We got an unlucky moment at the beginning and it doomed us for the rest of the fight. We were on our back foot. We were trying to heal up with Estus, getting hit again and again and again. Unlucky timing, but we got lucky because only one of the Moonlight Butterfly's attacks hit us. This is turning out to be very lucky though now. Because we had a jump back, we've had good staggers, the Moonlight Butterfly has not been attacking at all. We already have him at half HP. I'm going to do a heal here, just because I like my chances right now. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about his moveset there, so I didn't notice it was left hand, didn't notice I was going to have to time it. We timed that attack correctly. I don't know what the odds are that we win the fight, but not terrible. And we're doing better. I'm starting to get a feel for the exact moment the Moonlight Butterfly is going to do its first attack. Which you saw there. I don't think I broadcast it. I didn't shoutcast it, but I knew when the fourth attack was coming, and it helped me prepare for it better. A little bit, maybe. I don't think... Actually, what happened was I just got hit by one instead of both of the arrows. But I saw it coming, which says something bad about me in the past, but maybe something positive about me in the present and future, that I know with the timing. I didn't think that was timed terribly with the dodge, but that's fine. I wasn't super excited about that attempt. I don't mind doing it over and over. You mind doing it over and over. I don't mind. You mind. What about the colors black and white? I don't know. I think it's just that at that point, the discussion of color dichotomy just becomes too front-loaded, because there's obvious like light versus dark, then like void, emptiness, and the fullness of the color spectrum. That is too complicated of one. I'm not gonna... Okay. That, like, you could take that clip of that fight, and that's like the quintessential... That's what this boss fight is in a nutshell. It was just Moonlight Butterfly just spamming attacks, not being able to attack the golem, and everything just going wrong. That's like, to me, just perfectly encapsulates like the design of this fight. And none of this, by the way, you should... Grimrook, if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, right? None of this you should take as an insult toward Grimrook, or a slight toward anything having to do with the mod. Why not? Because look, I'm over here in my sweaty gamer chair complaining about bosses in a mod that was completely free and made by what I believe to be just a fan of the game. If I wanted better boss fights in the game, I could have made a mod. And that's not to say I don't want better boss fights in the game, but I didn't make a mod, okay? That's the lesson you need to take from it. Our chances. He says, right before he takes a massive hit to the dome. Ooh, he's backed up. No. Oh! Please, please, please. I dodged. All I can say in my defense is that I did dodge. Prove it, you say? Why would I not have dodged? What reason do I have to lie to you? Go back and watch the animation for yourself. Would my character have dodged at that point? Would my character have dodged at that point in the animation? Compare it to other times. I don't know what you internet hackers want to do with that footage. But check it out, right? My character should have dodged by the time that attack hit. And yes, I'm just going to do this whole rant, even though I know I'm getting on streamer fails right now. What reason do I have to lie to you? Of course, I have a reason to lie to you of I don't want to look like an idiot. But you know that I know when to dodge these attacks, right? I got through the whole fight up to that point. It was going well, ostensibly. I got up to the whole fight at that point. I know how to dodge the most basic attacks that this enemy has. That's not in... Why is that in question? Okay. Just hit me in the middle of my invincibility frames. That's a good one. I give up on being at full HP is overrated anyway. And then sometimes, look at last game, right? Sometimes Moonlight Butterfly plays nice, flips over the stage 4 times, just shoots out an attack every 2 minutes. Does the slow attack when you expect a slow attack. Does the fast attack when you're prepared for it. And then sometimes Moonlight Butterfly just literally sits directly next to you on the bridge and just spams the fast arrow attack literally as fast as her controller will allow. Like, gets a modded controller like some other tryhards that are in the game right now. Just has a turbo button to just spam the arrow attack and just holds it down and just eats Cheetos. That's fair. Fair and balanced. Help. I would say luck has been on our side so far this game. Not even in terms of me getting the... Okay, well, I had a whole thing I was gonna say, but no point in talking about that at that attempt anymore. Can we get like a death counter? I hope someone's been counting these attempts. Because this is not totally atypical of me as a Souls player. I like to pretend like I'm good at this game, but at the end of the day, when you look behind the curtain, there is a man pulling his hair out, fighting a boss. What, in my estimation so far, has been 25 times? Maybe more? Could be considerably less. I'm very bad at estimating things. It's just something about me. Bad at estimating numbers. Okay, impossible for me to dodge that better, but we've gotten otherwise lucky. The attack only hit once. That attack didn't hit at all. Yes, I like this so far. Okay, I like this now. Nope, I hate it. I hate it. Because he just sits there. He just sits there on the left side and he says, "Oh, you thought you were going to have a good chance this fight? Okay."
Arrow attack, arrow attack, arrow attack. Magic missile, magic missile, magic missile. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
The Moonlight Butterfly is like a representation of what I do not like in RPGs. And I don't even mean from a boss perspective. Moonlight Butterfly is a representation of what I do not like in RPGs from like a player perspective. Just all flight, ranged, slow. Just like a pretty, just like a beautiful creature. As you can see, it has not been my MO so far. Just like a beautiful creature with all, just, it moves slowly and it just does ranged attacks and just magic. I like making ugly things that are fast and fight up close. And I realized that you could take that voice line, put it over any number of superhero villains who've created leagues of evil minions in the past, of ugly little things that go fast and fight up close, and just splice it with a bunch of content from whatever comic book minion leader you want. And I could be the face of a terrible fascist villainous movement. But I'll stand by it out of sheer anger toward the Moonlight Butterfly in this moment. Oh, got it. Orange. What is it associated with in the realm of larger ideological good and evil? I got one. Doritos. My dudes. Orange is the color of Doritos. We've solved it. I like when the Moonlight Butterfly doesn't attack. I find this to be fair and balanced. Okay, it's fine. Why? It's like I wait for the perfect time to slip around him. I bide and bide. Because if you run up to him too early, if it's too early, you can't get by him on the other side. And he's just gonna get you in that corner. No, he's not gonna keep moving past you. Stop dreaming, because he's not gonna keep moving past you. Because he doesn't move away from you. If you slip by him and you get stuck in the far corner of the fog door, you're not going to have a great moment of, oh, he kept going on the bridge, now I get to go around him. No, he just moves. He's not moving to the left on the bridge. He's only moving that way because that's the direction I'm in. He's always moving toward me. He's always moving toward us. If we get in the far corner of the fog door, if we go too early, if we try to get around too early and we go in the far corner, he just corners us there. He moves toward us, not toward the other end of the bridge. And he just gets us stuck in the corner, even worse than we would have been before. So I wait for the perfect moment, and all of a sudden it's too late. Like, how are you supposed to tell when it's going to be too early or too late to get by this guy? Incredibly fortunate, incredibly lucky fight right there. The whole first half. I don't know if we'll get another opportunity that's that easy, but still, the game locks me out of picking up the win. So just take me. I don't know what to do in that scenario. It was taking too long anyway. By the time he's there on the bridge, like, you can literally mark places on the bridge of how much damage you have to have dealt to him to have a good chance to beat him by the time your time limit is up in this cycle of this boss fight. And we had not dealt enough damage. We were not up to snuff on our splits there. This is something else I do. I set, like, arbitrary goals for myself that often are totally tangential to actual victory. And then it's like, if I feel like I'm not living up to my standards in a boss fight, I just let myself die. There's definitely a point of Soul's frustration where I just look for excuses to let the bosses kill me more and more, so that I have, like, more reason to be angry with them. The human mind is it's a resilient thing, huh? Okay, we dodged the first attack. Okay, well, I was expecting the arrows attack. It wasn't that one. I don't know what you can do. Like, at one point you gotta start making guesses on, like, little things. Reaction time can only get you so far. It's like you gotta take a gamble every once in a while, and just a little bit too punishing for gambles to ever be reliable. It's like I've been saying since the beginning, like, one false move and it's all over. One moment of unluck can undo a lifetime of the good. I guess if we're gonna make that a real quote, it should probably be bad luck, right? One moment of bad luck can undo a lifetime of the good. Okay. Thought I had the dodge in. Why is the Moonlight Butterfly, like, directly behind me? I like this. I like when it's in front. Okay, well, just kill me during my invincibility frames then. That's totally fine. That's actually what I was looking for. I'm sorry I get, like, cut off, like, mid-thought sometimes for when I die. It happens because there's an immediate reaction when I die, and I have sort of this prefrontal cortex, like, automatic. When I have a strong reaction, I must react. So that's why I stop, and then I kind of never go back to a thought to finish it, if it happened during a fight. Because the fight's over, so it's no longer relevant to the present. It's like, well, I was about to comment on the state of this battle, and now the battle is over. Time to move on to the next one. So, if you feel like you're really nagging at any, it's really nagging you to have me finish some thought I was making in a fight, you can timestamp it, make a comment. I might go back and look through and tell you what was going on in my noggin at the time. Dodge. Yep, saw that coming. What a level of HP there, huh? Oh, beam. Team, yeah. What can you do? What can you do? I don't know. Why don't you give me a hint? Help me out. Perturbed? No. As I've stated, this is what I do. It's not, I would never argue that it's the optimal way to go about fighting a boss that seems too powerful for your current build. It is, I think, useful for something, though, because this practice because we sort of found a seam, right? We found the one way we can beat this boss at our level before its time limit runs out. We've found the way, and it's just an extreme challenge. It's a combination of skill and luck, and we just try to overcome that challenge. Maybe this isn't the way that it was envisioned for the challenge to go. Maybe you're supposed to be a higher level, but we have a little game here. This is what games are about. It's about overcoming a challenge, and in a larger sense, this is what Dark Souls is about: overcoming a challenge. And we sort of created our own Soulsian metagame here, right? Because we have this boss fight, we have this thing maybe designed to go a certain way. We're going to handle it our own way. We're going to feel fulfilled in our own way. This is an experience that not everyone who plays the mod is going to have. Some people are going to have Zweihander plus 15, 99 strength, run up to Golden Golem, do one running attack and kill him. I can't be mad at that. It's undoubtedly a smarter way to handle this encounter, just from a game theory perspective, right? If winning is winning, then you won more easily. But if we're after satisfaction, then multiple approaches can be considered successful, even if they're not optimal from a gameplay perspective. So it's like, yes, we're putting ourselves through a hardship that we don't necessarily have to go through. And we may find ourselves complaining to people like Grimrook, who had nothing to do with the fact that I'm a stubborn player. So I'm sorry if I offended anyone. This is all my frustration. Consider it to be rightfully directed inward, because I acknowledge that all my anger right now could and should be aimed at myself. He's walking backwards. Now, if the Moonlight Butterfly would actually cool it for like a second, I'd be very grateful. Regardless, this is going swimmingly. Back off. And attack. Counter. We need to get around him. We need to get around. No, his attack was too long. His attack was too long. I needed to back up, dude. I need you to back up right now. Jump back, please. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen. And maybe we had enough room there. I think 3 more hits, and he's dead. If I had known the Moonlight Butterfly wasn't going to attack, I wouldn't have tried to heal there. I would have just fought him. But I thought our only chance was if I get a heal in here, and then it works somehow, and I just dodge and hit between his attacks. And that way, if the Moonlight Butterfly throws something in, maybe I can survive one hit from one of the arrows. That was my logic from healing there. It was not the right move. Good fight, though. It's bolstering the spirits. You know, every time you get him that low, every time you see victory within sight, it's like... it can be done. It can be done. And when it does happen, it will be oh so sweet. Nope. So what happened there was... I don't mind dying there. So what happened there was I went for the combo. I was trying to stun lock him, trying to get him 3 hits. But so I did a 2 combo at the end, and the first attack just didn't register for... It missed, I guess. Like, I shouldn't be too salty. The hitbox of the greatsword somehow narrowly missed whatever geometric body type. So it just passed through some gap and didn't get the hit. That's okay. Should have, but it's that's sort of a detection issue I've been aware of since early on. I know that you have to be close to hit this guy even with a great sword, so can't really complain. It's consistent, you know. It's a rule I sort of have opted into since the beginning of the fight, so. Okay, it's fine. Okay, that's not. Gotta remember, overhand has a chance to combo. You have to wait until the overhand strike fully stops before we know if it's gonna combo. Our attacking window is a little different on that attack than, say, the uppercut or the huge crystal club. So if I don't get the kill by the end here, feel free to leave your suggestions for strategy updates. I'd love to crowdsource my victory here, kind of try to get everybody in on it. No reason for me to hog all the fun, right? If anybody has a better strategy for beating these guys, feel free to chime in. Give me your thoughts. Give me your game FAQs. Oh god, we have no sound effects on this fight. That will be the death of me, one way or another. Whether it's here at the beginning of the fight or... Yep. Love this. See, there's issues that I do rightfully accept the blame for. There's sort of two kinds of like issues with this fight. Ones that are consistent, that I've sort of agreed to as a player by doing the fight multiple times and understanding them. Issues that I would say, in their own way, are fair and balanced because there's a level of predictability to them, and there's an understanding, but there's a contract between me and the game. Yes, the sword, I think, should hit from a little bit farther away than it does. I feel like the registration is off with the hitbox of Claymore versus Golden Golem, but it's something I'm aware of, so it's a probability that I accept. However, having no sound effects for the Moonlight Butterfly once every 15 tries is a little bit less cool. We have sound effects this time, so that's good. But overall, yes, it's the inconsistencies. Ooh, very lucky. Lucky! Lucky! But seriously, cool it, Moonlight Butterfly. Okay, slow attack. Okay, love it. Just waited for me to heal, didn't he? Okay. Just need to get around him. Come on. Around. Done. And all of a sudden, this is one of our best chances yet. Alright, we're giving him too much progress here. I'm mad. Like what can you do? Like if the attacks come literally with too little time in between to dedicate to one swing of my sword, then there's no options. There's a timer on the fight. If the butterfly attacks too fast for me to do anything, then the time just ticks away. In any other fight, sure, a boss might keep attacking faster than you want it to. You have no opportunity to attack. It's about patience. You just wait. You wait for an opening. In this fight, you can't just wait for openings. It doesn't line up. I'm not mad because probably if I did this fight when I was supposed to be doing it later on in the game, it'd be fine and balanced, and you'd have to be stupid to be getting killed by the things I'm getting killed by. You could probably tank 2 punches from the golem and like 3 spells at once. I'm just defending myself as a player. That would have been it. Okay. And they can decide at any moment. Let me remind you. The bosses can just decide to kill me at literally any moment. Any attack. Any, like, free opening that I get and run in. There's just a button, basically, that they can press, and it's just like, he dies no matter what. Got like 10-15 minutes left in me for a few more attempts. Let's go. God, like that's the exact thing I was just talking about. You saw it. He's getting too close. He might win. He got all his win conditions lined up. He's done everything right on his end so far. Golem, hey, Golden Golem, I'm a little bit worried that if we don't check our auto kill at this guy, he might win this time. Okay. So, wait for him to start his attack animation. Then I'll cue my one that it's too fast, so he can't dodge out of it. So he hit him with it twice. Make sure it hits him twice. And then you just swing, and then we just get the instant automatic kill, stun lock. It's very cool. It's very cool and good. That one hurt. Not gonna talk about that. Only one thing hit us, I can't be mad. Yep. Okay, I don't appreciate it when you run. That is damaging to my time limit splits. Please, no more running. Okay, gonna try to go around. Got it. Okay. It's good, good, good. We're good. Beam. Heal, please. Dodge. What can a man do? What can a man do? Okay, we gotta play it cool. When we get him there, gotta remember to bait his attack. At the beginning, I'm playing it cool. There's nothing on the line. Walk right up to him, walk away, let him attack the air, then you hit. Hit after him. When you get a little hot-handed, you know, you can sneak in a hit, then dodge out of it before he gets you. It's too dangerous that way. That's not how we play the game. We bait his attack. It's a little bit slower. It's scary because you know there's a time limit. You know there's always a time limit, and you know that the butterfly is just going to be attacking more and more as time goes on. Because you kind of you get a little bit of a peace. You get a peaceful scene at the beginning, but at the end, dude, after she comes down once, she roosts for a minute. She goes up back in the air, and she means business. She's doing constant attacks at that point. So you feel that the time limit has more pressure, but you gotta keep your cool. You gotta bait the attacks. Like that. Like that. Back up. He's backing up. I don't even care that I got hit. No! There it is. The stun lock combo. I remind you, not enough time, not enough warning, not enough of a tell for me to actually get the dodge out. Because I have to dedicate to the swing. Why don't you just not dedicate to swings? In a world where I never dedicate to swinging my sword against this man, do I beat him before the time limit runs out? No, I think I never deal damage at all. I think that's what happens. Oh, I would love it. If we were in a world where there was no bridge arena creating an artificial time limit on the fight, if we were in a world where there was just, it was just a huge circular arena and the butterflies flying around and she just lands every once in a while, yeah, I'd wait it out. I'd run away from this guy for the whole fight. I'd wait it out. I'd never stop sprinting. I'd sprint through every attack. Dodge, dodge, dodge. She lands, wail on her. We're not living in a world where that's true. We're living in a world where there's a straight line and I cannot get around this guy, so I don't have the luxury of waiting. I have to just attack. And attack. And attack. Yep, there's no way around that one. Did you see? Did you see? I was already committed. The stroke. That was even the slow attack. So, we're at a point in time, ladies and gentlemen, a landmark moment in history where the butterfly doesn't even have to do the fast attack to get the guaranteed one-shot combo kill on me. Just any normal, just a slow attack will do the trick. You just have to stay right up in his face. Is there anything we can do to prevent the butterfly from being in our face? No, because we don't control where this fight is happening. Recall, we're standing on a 5-foot wide bridge, fighting a crystal golem who can just walk up and down and create an artificial time limit. Of course, no matter how, even if I know exactly when the attack is coming and I dodge at the perfect time, well, one of them's still gonna hit you. Don't worry. Don't worry, buddy. You're still... And, like, there's a disparity, and it's one of the things I've talked about that I've agreed to, so I can't get too upset about it, but there's a clear disparity here between my claymore, when I'm at close range, won't hit unless I'm literally, my body is pressed up against the golem's body, right? Like, I need to be nestled. I need to be in the range where my character can't move forward for my sword to hit. But the hit detection on his huge golden club, there was like a entire, like, in-game foot. There was like an entire in-game foot of space where it was just empty when he swung at me. There was a foot in between my body and that weapon, but just clips you. Just like on the invisible spear's tip of that club. Just slightly clips you somehow and just takes you from 100 HP to 0. Landing. Good timing. Of course it would just hit me anyway. Like, oh my god, how? We're alive. That's it. And that's it again. They know, dude. Like, they know when they got, like... It's bold at this point, because, like... I'm really set in this way, but I'm not altering it much, but I'm gonna alter the strategy at this point. If I have him low, if I have him that low, I'm not gonna try to get around him in the fog wall, because we have that valuable time. Like, we wasted a lot of time right there trying to get around him while the butterfly was doing her charge up thing, and we still got hit, which just don't even get me started on that, dude. That charge up went on so long. I swear I had like 10 seconds. I was just sitting there behind him while he wasn't attacking, and that charge up was going, and then it like goes off right at the last second when I can't wait anymore. Dodge right into it. That got me frustrated. But if we have that time, he was pretty low. Like, I didn't deal much damage after that to him, and you saw how low he was. He was at like 1/3 at most, and we had a ton of time. We were just standing there behind him waiting. I say we go for it. I say we don't even try to get around him at the fog wall. We keep stalling him. We keep making him move slowly by getting up in his grill and making him attack to gain ground. But, like, I think we can kill him before he gets to one side here. I know it's very counterintuitive to what I've been saying for this whole fight, that the time limit's so restrained, but I think I've done well getting up on him quicker. Like, the cast time on that is just absurd. There is a visual cue. There's a visual cue. If I could look at it, I would certainly have enough time to say, okay, let's not do this attack because I know the cast is going to go off in the middle of the animation. But we can't look at the butterfly and fight the golem. That would be, like, first of all, the camera issue alone. I can control the camera without locking on. I can do that because I have the modded controller, which shouldn't be expected of the player, but I can, okay? Like, I can do that right now, but even if I could see both of them at once perfectly, which I still couldn't with the modded controller because one of them would be, like, slightly off the screen in, like, a weird angle most of the time, assuming they're on two opposite sides of me. I'm not going to be able to see both of them perfectly, but then just deciphering it and using the information alone, it would be such a cognitive overload trying to time to both of the attacks. Oh god. It worked. If it attacks faster than you can heal at a range where there's no guaranteed way to dodge both, then even just the butterfly alone becomes an impossible enemy, right? I do want to do something. I want to see if I can equip the shield without the shield for the butterfly and still be fast. Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna fight like this. In the eventuality that we defeat the golem, now I will have a much easier time fighting the butterfly because I can just use the shield to block, in addition to dodging, which I'll try to do most of the time. But if I ever get in a situation where I feel like I can't dodge, I can block with the shield and thus reduce incoming damage effectively, as shields do. That one didn't feel really unfair to me. That one was fine. Did feel a little rushed at the end. So I'm adjusting my proclamation about not using the fog wall to get around him. In a scenario where I could be dealing a lot of damage during that time and the butterfly is otherwise occupied, then I will use that time to deal damage instead of try to get around him. But in that case, I should have just gone around him because I had nothing better to do during that time anyway, presumably. Unless that was when I was getting spammed by like arrow attacks and like hits at the same time and I was just trying to heal. In that case, I probably did the right thing and just healed through. But I might go around him. If the butterfly is like not preoccupied with something else, so it's not a good time to just wail on him, then yeah, I'll use the fog wall to get around him. It makes things easier. It makes me feel a little bit safer. I use the time a little bit better, I think. Once I'm on the other side of him, I feel like I have more wiggle room. I was about to say, I love it when the Moonlight Butterfly doesn't attack. Serves me right. Because the Moonlight Butterfly understood that as a cue to just spam out as many attacks as possible in as little time as possible. So this is going to be the last attempt of the video. I don't know how long this ended up being. But I think it's been at least 2 hours, so you got what I promised at the end of the day. YouTube streamer dies to Moonlight Butterfly for 2 hours straight. There's no pretty way around that one. It's the ugly up-close truth. Just as I prefer my playstyle. Ugly and up close. I think the sprint, when you lock on, it makes you stop sprinting. Something I learned in this fight. So sprint until he gets his attack, and then you lock on. Oh, okay. That's fine. Just give you a little 1-2 right there. Give a dodge. Get a heal. Okay, we're back on top. Butterflies switching over to the other side. We have a moment of peace here. And the one-hit combo. What a fitting way to end today's video. Well, thanks for watching. This streamer goes insane by dying in the same way for 2 hours straight to the Moonlight Butterfly. If you enjoyed the video, I'd encourage you to please hit the like button underneath the video. It will help me out in the YouTube algorithm, help me to get more views in the future. And if you hated the video, then you can go ahead and please subscribe.